Everybody, Andy here again. Saturday the 12th of November 2011. It's Britain in a day, and I've come out taking a few bits and pieces of film today in case you aren't aware of what this is all about. A couple of years ago, YouTube, it was in July of 2010, so it's only a year ago, YouTube did this great big collaboration, I suppose you could say, crowdsourced documentary by Ridley Scott and Kevin MacDonald, the directors, called Life in a Day, where they got people on YouTube. I was one of the 80,000 odd people that actually put in a clip, and they made a wonderful documentary, a 90-minute feature film documentary of all the clips, and it's amazing. If you get a chance to watch it, please do. I'll put a link down below to a blog post that I wrote about this a while ago, because I actually showed the documentary on the BBC over here in the UK the other day. But today, the 12th of November 2011, is Britain in a day. You get the idea. Come out, do what you know, take some video of what you're doing on that particular day, whatever it might be, as mundane and as trivial, as exciting, as special as whatever. You know, if you're getting married, great, but if you're just making a cup of tea, it doesn't matter, you can get involved. So I've taken a few bits of video. I came down here, the idea being to take some shots of the sunset. Well, as you can probably see, it's not particularly good down here. It's nice and grey down here on the sea, by the sea. But I thought, well, it doesn't matter, you're coming down anyway. But I've taken some footage, and I'll probably put that in my little clips that I'll upload, and I'll put that as a special video at some time if it's worthwhile. I may even well include this, I don't know. But I just wanted to talk about the project, because one of the things that's come out of it, it's a wonderful idea. As I said, the documentary, the Life in a Day film, I watched it again the other day, and I found it quite emotional in some ways because of the breadth of human life. That was across the world. I think they said 190 odd countries they had video clips from, and they show clips from literally everywhere, from, you know, UK, the US, South America, Eastern Europe, Afghanistan, Australia. It's Japan, you know, literally right across the world. And it just shows you all about human life. It's not particularly pleasant in places, but that's human life. That's the way that people live in the world. You can't gloss it over. You can't, you know, smarten it up and make it sort of parental guidance type of thing, because you're sanitising what is real life. And all the much better for it, I think, that particular film documentary is. But one of the things that came out, because as today is a Saturday, as was the day, I think it was the 24th of July 2010, they did the other one, the Life in a Day. That was a Saturday as well, and a couple of people have said, and I do understand, why not do it during the week when people generally are at work? Yes, I know not everybody does a Monday to Friday job, not everybody's got a job. And it would show a completely different way of life and the way that people act. Maybe that's something for the future, to do another one that shows a working day rather than more of a leisurely day. But that's something I wanted to talk about actually as a separate sort of topic, as a video topic. The way that your life changes when you're not in work. Now, I've been out of work now for getting on for a year and a half actually. My work did involve some weekend work, especially in the earlier days, but maybe not quite so much at the end when I was in the managerial side, but it still influenced my weekends as well. But now I'm not in work, every day just seems the same. Yes, the weekends are slightly different because there's more people around in the house, but every day just blends into each other, and it's just one day after the next, and I continually find myself wondering what day it is. You get a paper and you have a look, oh yes, I actually said this to my wife the other day, well, what day is it? Is it Thursday? Is it Wednesday? I can't remember. Used to live for the weekends, people still do that type of thing. Now everything gets all muddled up. Maybe that's the way that the world's going anyway, with the way that work is becoming, as I said, more and more people now are working at weekends. Sundays aren't special as they used to be. Even Christmas now is a time when people are working far more than they used to. Far more people are doing shift work, out of hours, outside that 9 to 5. Maybe that whole type of thing is breaking up, and we still think of the 9 to 5, Monday to Friday working week, and all that's changed. Maybe, no, as I said, maybe that's something they can think about for the YouTube documentaries of the future. So I just thought I'd talk about that very, very quickly. Come down here, bit of a pity that I can't take a picture of the sunset. I was going to get up and do the sunrise with Hastings Pier, the burnt out pier in the background, but I think that would have been even worse than what it is now, and the sun hasn't really looked as though it's risen above the horizon. The only evidence is the fact that it's still daylight, but there's not much light around even now, and it's after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So, and it's actually getting damper and damper. So I'm going to pack this up and I'll upload this, and then have a look at the other footage that I've got and see what I make of it. But I will certainly be looking forward to that Britain in a Day documentary, which is being done in conjunction with the BBC and YouTube as well, and that will come out, I believe, next year in 2012, probably tie up with the Olympics and all that type of thing. It might be one of the art projects that's tied up with it. I'm certainly looking forward to that. As I said, if it's anything like the Life in a Day, obviously it's only based on like 4 countries, England, Scotland, Wales and Ireland, Northern Ireland. Won't be quite so varied, I suppose, but I don't expect that'll make any difference. It'll still be as good and probably still as emotive and heart-tugging and inspirational as the Life in a Day movie was. As I said, if you haven't seen that, go and watch it. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there and stare at the sea while I can still see it. Thanks for your time. I'll speak to you again soon. Goodbye.